I think my drawings say how diverse we are as a city, how multifaceted we are as a city, how beautiful but also off-putting we can be with our facial expressions. The saying, like, if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. I think it's a mix of how busy and fast-paced, but also how cutthroat sometimes it can be. And I think it also gives insight to how cluttered the city is. Like, we're all on top of each other, whether we felt like we had a choice or not. Like, you literally can hug and kiss a stranger every day when you get on the train unwillingly because of how on top of each other we are. My name is Ebony Bolt. I'm an illustrator, print designer from Brooklyn, New York, and I sketch people on the trains and buses. I was accepted into FIT for the Associate Illustration Program, and I had one of my favorite professors tell me that I needed to get better at drawing, so he suggested that I take a sketchbook on the train and just to draw all the time, to draw from observation. And I took that advice and just continued in my everyday life. So whatever I did, I made sure I had a sketchbook with me, and I wanted to illustrate the people I saw around me, and I developed my own style, and I really loved drawing people and seeing the different facial features and the diversity. Like, I really enjoyed what I saw and how it looked on the paper. I usually like to get people sleeping because I don't want people to know what I'm doing necessarily, and I'm drawn to the natural look of a person because I think there's something very honest about capturing people in their natural element, to guess like what they're thinking or where their mindset is. I make it a point to draw people from different ethnicities, and also when I'm creating my collages of people, I like to keep it black and white and invite people to color because I want to see what their versions would be. I always want to know, not only share my perspective with the world, but I want to see other people's perspective too. And I think it creates like a great composition and collage at the end when we get to see different people coming together to put their little piece of the world in a project that I do.
How many people think you've drawn?
I want to say I have about, like maybe 12 or 15 books filled up so far. I want to say hundreds. Not thousands yet, but it's my goal to just have a library full of sketchbooks. So it's when I switch from drawing people awake to drawing people asleep, you get to see or even people just looking down in their phones. It's so interesting to know that in my drawings you can't tell the difference because it kind of is like you basically are sleeping when you're on your phone sometimes because you're so isolated and not aware of what's going on around you that a person can be drawing you for 30 minutes and you have no clue. Like, New York is a great place, but it can feel a little lonely, especially you come in contact with so many people and they're not speaking to you. They kind of look through you and they want you to move so they can pass and get to the people that they actually care about, which is very few.
Our local to 95th Street, next stop 36th Street. Stand clear, close doors.
I definitely want people to feel included because there's times where I didn't feel included. I think that people naturally want to feel connected to other people regardless of how different they physically look or what religion they believe in. I think it's a natural inclination for people wanting to connect with another person without having any stipulation or anything that tells you like you can't hang out with this person or you can't speak with this person or this person doesn't want to be around you. So I always make it a point to make sure that people can at least see themselves in one of these people and like, oh, I saw a person on the train that looks like that, or this looks like me, or this looks like my aunt. Like that's very important for me, for it to be people from different areas to say like, oh, I see myself, because there's times where I didn't feel seen. So I always think it's important to like let people know like, hey, I see you, like you matter, you're important.